I want to show you guys something that someone taught me like 15 years ago on how to use a regular deck of playing cards to ask questions about the energy surrounding a situation, whether it be work, love, family, whatever. Kind of like tarot, but it's a much easier formula. And I remembered this because I saw another creator on here who I'll tag when I find the video. They use playing cards to see if anybody's done energy work on them. And that's a really great video to watch, and I love their technique. So again, that's what inspired. I'm like, oh, I remember how to do this for a different area. So I'm going to teach you guys how. So again, regular deck of playing cards, nothing special about it. I recommend looking at your local thrift store. At all the thrift stores in my town, there's always like a giant box of playing cards there. I guess make sure if they're complete. But you're just going to want to shuffle them really well to your liking, right? And so then first step is you're going to focus on what you want to know. So this is just going to be an example. Let's say I want to know about the energy surrounding me and potential love interest, right? So me and another person. So no matter what the question is, you're going to shuffle the cards into 3 decks. And I'll probably speed it up here so you don't have to watch me do all this. Okay, so now that we have 3 piles, you just pick one that you want to set aside. Whatever one calls to you, it doesn't have to be the last one you put the card down, but just like whatever you think is the deck that needs to go. So I don't want to deal with that deck. I'm going to take the rest of them, and then I'm going to repeat the process. And I'm going to do this 3 times. So that was the first time. I'm going to do it 2 more times. Okay, so now that I've separated out 3 piles, I'm going to take whichever one I want. Doesn't matter. It's just like what feels right to you. I'm going to put one pile on top of the other, and then I'm going to start flipping them over. Now, what's important to remember is that there's going to be a formula for the way the cards are going to look. So as I flip them over, I'll let you know. So ace, ace, ooh, king. So as soon as you see a suit, king, queen, or jack, that is you. And even if you don't identify with masculine energy, like a king, it's a suit card. It's a person card, right? It's got a face card on it. So this represents your energy. Everything that you flipped that comes out before you flip out a card is your karmic debris. It's the energy that's around you, but that's not actually affecting the situation. It's just affecting you, right? So this is how my energy is shining. And I have assigned, like if you go with tarot, you can assign each of the suits their correspondence in tarot. So I personally have assigned spades to be swords, clubs to be wands, hearts to be cups, diamonds to be pentacles. But you do however you want. And sometimes when I was first learning this and someone showed it to me, I would actually write it down so that I would remember. So in the imaginary situation, I asked a question about me and a potential love interest. That would be the ace of wands and ace of swords. A lot of passion, a lot of energy, a lot of ace of wands. I call them like mini magician's wand. It's just about like this incredible spark of life where you can make any of your dreams kind of come to fruition. It can be an aphrodisiac. It can be about like sexual energy, but then ace of swords, ace of spades, that's about truth and clarity and being very upfront. So that's in my karmic debris or in my karmic energy of what influences my behavior. And I'm coming out as masculine energy, right? If I was going to read this for myself, king of swords, right? Okay. So that's me. And that's the energy that's behind me. Sometimes you won't get any energy behind you. Like you're just walking into a situation, like 100% yourself with like no karmic debris. Sometimes there will be a bunch. It just depends on how you read this whole layout. So now, because I'm asking about me and another person, I'm going to start flipping, and all the cards in the middle is the energy between us and either blocks or advantages. So boom. So I got another face card. Doesn't matter what it is, king, queen, or jack. This is the person I've asked about. Now they have come up in this scenario as a queen of wands. Okay. Very charismatic, very charming, blah, 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 blah. And this is the energy that's between us. Ace of cups. I've got a bunch of aces on the table already. So that's really big energy. But 3 of pentacles, 2 of swords, right? And I can go into like but like if you read tarot or if you look it up, this is just how I was taught to do it. So that's the energy between us. Now the energy behind is all of the cards that are left in your hand. And that's a lot of karmic energy. Whoa. And they've got a suit here. So you just go through this process. And I actually remember the person who taught it to me, like when they taught it to me, and then we started like asking questions and like looking at the actual dynamics in my life, because that's how I learned to see if it was accurate. Was I asked about things that happened in the past, not things that were going to happen in the future. It was like really kind of accurate. So it was just a fun way to like learn how to read energy with just a simple deck of playing cards, which is really accessible. But let me know what you guys think. Bye.